And for your second act of the night, it's Mr. Matt Roseblade!
Thank you very much. Good evening, my loves. My name is Matt Roseblade. I am 59 years old, but my oldest child is just 13. Became a father very late in life, and it only happened because of medical intervention. It took the dedication, the skill, the expertise of a lot of medical professionals to get me to go round the front. Good. Glad that went down well. You're never sure with the anal sex gags. Some places just on board with it, but it's always been said that the people of Aldershot, they are the right uns for the wrong un. So I'm very proud of my son. When he was 7, I took him to dad's camp, and it was all the dads, loads of kids, and no mums, so we could do what we wanted, and it was brilliant. The dads, we all sat around the campfire, drank beer, talked bollocks all day, no responsibility. Kids all ran off into the woods, recreated Lord of the Flies. It's fine by me. My kids aren't fat, so they didn't get killed. And then in the evening, the kids come around the campfire, they're hungry, we feed them crap because there's no mums, so yeah, here's your sugar burger, yay! And then the kids all sit around in a circle and they play the alphabet game. And the alphabet game is brilliant because you go through all the letters of the alphabet, doing a swear for each letter, and there's no mum, so you can say what the fuck you want, and the first kid says arse, a brilliant start. Next kid says bum. Wasted opportunity, I feel. Shit. Who put that kid in the C-word chair? That is not the kid we want in the C-word chair. Because he's going to say cunt. And then all the other kids are going to say cunt. And then they're going to go home and go, Mummy, what's a cunt? Your father is. Don't say cunt, don't say cunt, don't say cunt, don't say cunt. Kid says crap. Yes, bullet dodged. Next kid says dick. And then it is my son, age 7, who's got to do a swear word that begins with the letter E. Now, in the nicest possible way, Aldershot, you're filth. Do you have any suggestions? It's genuinely fucking difficult, and he's only 7. But he is the fruit of my loins, which he hates being called. And he stood up, inspiration taking over him, and he puffed out his little pigeon chest and he said, the letter E, entering the vag. Proudest dad in the world. Oh, I was so happy. And then just recently he came home from school really excited. Dad, had the best day at school today, Dad. It was brilliant, Dad. They gave us fruit. But we didn't have to eat the fruit, Dad. We put lube on the fruit. It was sex education, Dad, because that's what sex is, lubricated fruit, which is fair. And Dad, when the fruit was all good and lubed, we put condoms on the fruit. It was brilliant. It was the best day. It was so good, Dad. And look, they gave me some lube, and you had this little sachet of lube, like a starter kit. Oh, bless. And Dad, guess what else? They gave me some condoms. There you go. You can use them on Mum. So, ladies and gentlemen, you could tell he had not thought that one through. You could see the horror dawning across his little face as he started to imagine me and his mother and some fruit. And he ran off screaming in horror, and I had to call him back. Theo, mate, come back. We're going to need the lube. Regrettably, ladies and gentlemen, I'm 59 years old. We are not going to need the lube. I am past it. I am post-sexual. I have gone from being the man who could get it up several times a night to being the man who gets up several times a night. I'm 59. It takes me 3 hours of waiting. Sorry, 3 hours. Bollocks. Can't even remember my own. It takes me 3 days of planning, 2 hours of waiting, and a prescription just to get a spontaneous erection. So it was almost worth the wait. You'll be pleased, but also slightly disgusted to know that I can still get it up, just not for long. It's like, no, it's up, then it's down, it's up, down, up, down. Having a wank is like playing Splat the Rat. Frankly, strangled a rat, but The only good thing about being 59 is I have over 40 years of sexual experience. 40 years of sexual experience, which means that any woman with me is guaranteed to have the very best night of uninterrupted sleep. There's fuck all going down there anymore. The libido has left the building. I have transformed like Optimus past his prime. I have the mind of an in-betweener and the body of an in-decliner. It's sad, and I have to take my thrills in other places now. Like today, I went to the tip. Because I used to be a really shy man, and the tip is fucking intimidating, isn't it? Isn't it? Just me then. Just our tip. In Portsmouth, the tip is intimidating, because if they catch you putting something in the wrong skip, they will make you fish it out of that skip, make you do the adult walk of shame, the grown-up equivalent of doing PE in your pants at school, and put that thing in the right skip. Genuinely fucking intimidating. But I beat the tip men, the scary tip men at their game today. I put the right thing in the right skip, and I looked down in that skip, and somebody had dropped off their pornographic magazine collection. And I looked down at this pile of pulped papier-mâché porno, and I said to the skip man, "Oh, mate, that's all wrong. Skip over there's for hardcore." I've been doing comedy 11 years. That is my second joke. And the first one, no longer allowed because it involved a Rolf Harris impression. What else have I written on my wrinkly hand? Oh, yes. Up until fairly recently, I had a large, ginger, handlebar moustache. And contrary to the evidence presented by this, I actually looked implausibly fuckable. But I took it too far. I bought some wax, and I waxed up the ends of the moustache, and it pushed me well over the acceptable limits of bellendery. And that moustache had to go. But I didn't want to waste the wax because it was really expensive. So I used that wax to spike up every single pubic hair on my testicles until my bollocks looked like a pair of sea urchins. And I am now banned from every aquarium in the country. So, topical character, Prince Andrew of whatever his name is this week. Deeply unpleasant man. In Portsmouth, he was in the Navy. Charles was in the Navy. They both had a reputation. Charles wanted to be liked, wanted to fit in, wanted to belong, wanted to be one of the team. Andrew was a cunt who wanted to be obeyed, worshipped. Deeply unpleasant man. And when he was a trade ambassador, he had a 4-day trip to Bangkok. And in those 4 days, he had 40 prostitutes sent to his room. 40 prostitutes in 4 days. That's more than I can manage in a year. But it's 2026, we should use the correct phrase. Not prostitutes, children. I'm glad you laughed at that. In Southampton, they went, ooh, and they're like, whoa, they're sticking up for Andrew. Yeah, well, that's Southampton for you. I'm going to raise the tone. I'll leave you with this. I'm going to finish with a love story. Do we like a love story? Yes. No, this is a genuine love story. My wife and I, she was my first proper girlfriend when we were late teens. And now in our late 50s, we've been together all this time. It is a proper love story. And throughout that time, the music that I've been into kind of dictates how we make love. Let me explain. When we first got together as teenagers, first started experimenting with sex, I was really into punk. And our sex was just like a punk rock song. It's like fast, energetic, vigorous. Lasted about 2 minutes. Quite a lot of spitting. And then I got to metal. And our sex was just like metal. There was lots of leather, lots of studs, lots of... Now, the finger and fudge gag tends to split the room. not just the room. Despite my appalling sexual technique, she decided that I was the one. I'd always known she was the one, but she decided I was the one. And we got married, and we had children. It was brilliant. It was the best time of my life. Just absolutely magical, but the sex was awful. Awful, because it was my fault. I got into prog rock, progressive rock music, and our sex was just like prog. Like, it went on far too long, not that nice to listen to, and always needed a very long solo to finish. But ladies and gentlemen, at 59, my wife and I, we have rediscovered the love, we have rediscovered the passion, we have rediscovered 90s warehouse rave. Because sex at our age is just like 90s warehouse rave. Because it happens at weekends, usually cancelled at very short notice by somebody dressed as a policewoman. But sex at 59 is mostly like 90s warehouse rave. It's because that party doesn't start until the pills kick in. I've been Matt Roseblade. You guys are lovely. You've got a great evening ahead of you. Thank you very much.